this is Hinjusatsu. I know you might be confused to why I'm doing this video when you have read the description to my review of Gamera the Giant Monster. Indeed, I said at the end that Gamera vs. Baragon is next for my review of the Gamera films, but through unexpected circumstances, something went wrong. I can't make promises, but I hope to get it worked on eventually, and plus there are other important projects I intend to focus on. We've all been there, so bear with me right now. Anyway, back to the topic. We're in the month of Halloween, the holiday filled with spooky fun frights and filled to the brim with other famous monsters engraved into our literacy and our pop culture media as I talk about one of the most famous faces in horror, Frankenstein's monster. Albeit another version of the movie monster, brought to us from the monster-generating film company from the Far East, Toho Studios. As you already know, Willis O'Brien penned the story of King Kong vs. Frankenstein, or King Kong vs. Prometheus, or King Kong vs. Genko, which in turn became the famous monster mash, King Kong vs. Godzilla. Watch my review for Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster to learn about the story, if you haven't seen it. Prior to that film, however, there is 1960's The Human Vapor, third entry of Toho's sci-fi thriller trilogy of films, dubbed the Transforming Humans series, concerning normal people morphing into mutated monsters, resulted in mad experiments or radiation. Toho was intended to incorporate half of the script into the proposed crossover to have Frankenstein battle the Human Vapor himself for a 1963 release. But for whatever reason, the project didn't go further, and the story was rewritten to have Frankenstein fight Godzilla the following year, before that too got scrapped, and became Mothra vs. Godzilla instead. Eventually, Toho would finally give us 1965's Frankenstein vs. Baragon, or in the US as Frankenstein Conquers the World. I don't know exactly how he conquers the entire world when... What I love about Japan's interpretation of the character is how it faithfully captures the torment and tragedy that the monster is known for, while also tying the monster in with real-life historical events, to which director Ishiro Honda tries to paint a picture on the subject of man's war bringing great cataclysm, with emotional results, just the same as Godzilla. The monster is played by Koichi Furuhata, who plays the creature with genuine sympathetic emotion, ranging from childlike innocence, aggression, curiosity, and sadness. Look at that shackle on his wrist, tightening hard as he gradually grows. He doesn't seem to care at all, and yet we do for how painful it looks while he's munching away. They even take his immortality further by establishing that a severed body part takes life. Honda's vision of the monster is a faithful recreation of the classic image that makeup effects man Jack Pearson actor Boris Karloff brought life to the monster in 1931, and maybe even making interesting nods to Universal's other Frankenstein films. You know that makeshift pelt he wears in the film? Probably a reference to 1939's Son of Frankenstein. He even exhibits loyalty and love to his human companions as a result of their compassion to him as he battles Baragon as a way to repay them. He becomes a hero and kills the kaiju, but yet he can't ever have a happy ending as he meets his end from an earthquake and whoa, what are you doing here? This feeling of hopelessness is all around capitalized by the writing of Takahashi Kimura, who wrote Rodan, Mysterians, Matango, and several others, which always have a dark feeling of gloom and pessimism, and that notion is fitting for Frankenstein. Eventually Kimura would write for Toho's Frankenstein's Monsters, Gaira vs. Sonda, or famously and alternatively, War of the Gargantuas in 1966, a pseudo-sequel to their Frankenstein, with the personality traits of Frankenstein applied to the gentle brown Gargantua, Sonda, who in turn creates the more aggressive green Gargantua Gaira, unintentionally. Decades later, Frankenstein would appear in a cameo in Kotokawa's 2021 fantasy action film, The Great Yokai War, Guardians. And with his simian counterpart, Kong, already shining throughout the Monsterverse, so was Frankenstein lately. Going back to The Human Vapor, Toho had already announced a remake of their movie on Netflix. Will they ever make their own retelling of the monster? Or to team up with Universal as a joint production? In a world where crossovers in films are a common standard, I know so. In conclusion, Toho's version of Frankenstein will go on to become a unique spin on the character. I think some people might be turned off by this direction, but they should appreciate this Frankenstein given the ties with history that gives an organic sense of cohesion to the character. It seems more than likely we can never find another Frankenstein that is thought-provoking like this one. Come on guys, why not enjoy kaiju-sized Frankenstein? We live in a world where Frankenstein battles gargoyles in a dystopian apocalyptic city, fights the Power Rangers, and one with the Mummy while spouting obscenities. Or being pals with Alvin and the Chipmunks and Dracula, who runs a hotel, among other examples. He's just no stranger to over-the-top-ism. But still, what do you think? You think Frankenstein needs to shine again? A chance to participate as a battle unit in Godzilla Battle Line, maybe? That's it for this pick. Enjoy the rest of the Halloween season while it's still October, the way you can. This has been Hinchusatsu. Thank you for watching this video, and if you want to see more like this, Godzilla, Gamera, Ultraman, and so on in the tokusatsu genre, as well as Godzilla-adjacent media such as dinosaurs, leave a comment below for suggestions. Please be sure to support the channel by hitting the like, subscribe, and the notification bell, and follow me on Facebook as I share content from this channel and other stuff with you all. Later.